Hi, myself, Dr. Chandramouli. I am presently working as course coordinator in the Department of Business Administration in Srihari Degree and PG College, Kadapa. And our college is affiliated with Yogi Vemana University, Kadapa. In this session, I am going to deal with the subject called Operations Management, which is there in the third semester of BBA course. Here, I would like to give you the brief introduction about this subject. Before getting into the subject, I would like to tell you that nowadays the world is revolving around the business. See, previously we know the business is all about what? Selling of goods and services. But during these ages, the meaning and essence of the business is completely changed and widened due to the changing tastes and preferences of the customers. Here in business, in order to earn more profits, every businessman is continuously involved in doing certain new things, like what you may call it as a creativity or the innovation. In this subject, operations management, in total, there are 5 chapters are there. The first chapter, it gives you the brief introduction about the subject. So it is titled as Introduction to Operations Management. And the second chapter, it deals with facilities planning. So one of the most interesting concept in this operations management, I'll tell you what is that. And next, third chapter is about capacity planning. And the fourth is operations planning. And finally, the last chapter is about operations control. So there are five units in this syllabus. First, I'll begin with the first chapter as usual, that is Introduction to Operations Management. First, what is this operation? The general meaning of this operation is performance or work or an activity. But in our subject, operation means it refers to the conversion of inputs into desirable outputs. And management, the second term in the subject title is management. What is this management? Management is the art of getting things done through others. It's one of the famous definition, and most of the management students are aware about this definition. Management, it deals with basically 2 essential components. The one is things and number 2 is people. So management is a very, very broad concept that one has to understand, because the business survival and the business development depends upon the effectiveness and the efficiency of the management. See here, now we combine these 2 terms, operations and management, together to derive the complete meaning of the subject. That is like this. Operations management is a business activity which is aimed at production of goods and services with minimum efforts and deriving the maximum results. It's a very interesting thing that every business needs 4 important M's. First is money, second materials, third missions, and fourth manpower. This is called 4 M's of the business. See here, the most important concept here with respect to the operations management is managing these 4 M's in the most effective and efficient way to achieve the maximum results with the minimum efforts. That what we call as the value addition or the value enhancement. Here in this subject, we are going to discuss about so many concepts which are related to the operations management. And again, this operations management is one of the most important departments in the business. The business success depends upon the goods and services which it is offering in the market. In order to offer those goods and services, first it has to produce in the business. That production is all depends upon the effective management of the operations which are intended to produce the highly valued goods and services with the minimum efforts. And let me tell you in the simple example. We know well about that. The resources which are available right now are very limited. And we know well about this. So what we can do here, our aim should be like this. That is, effective utilization of available resources in the most effective way. So the business has a prior responsibility to utilize the available resources in the most effective way, or what we call as an efficient manner. Here we should understand the concept of management. We should apply the basic functions of management in this operations area, like planning, organizing and controlling the resources, and as well as the human power or the manpower, what you may call. And particularly this subject is also a part of management sciences. This subject is related with all other departments in the business. Like we have departments, no? Finance department, production department, then HR department and marketing department, etc. Like this, operations is also one of the most important department, and this department is completely interlinked and interrelated with the other departments' function. In this particular chapter, unit 1 of this operations management, this chapter is covered with 4 important concepts. The first concept is objectives of operations management. Second is scope of operations management. Third is interaction of operations management with other departments. And the last topic is differences between the goods and services, or manufacturing and non-manufacturing organizations. First, I'll go with the explaining you the essence of this operations management. As I told you, the basic fundamental objective of this subject is, that is, attaining maximum results with minimum efforts. How it is possible? And let me explain you. And you know well, no, every customer wants to buy a product or a service at a reasonable price. You should notice this point, reasonable price. So how a manufacturer fixes a price for a product? Based on 2 important concepts. One, the cost of production, and number 2, the profit margin. These 2 are important things that a manufacturer considers while fixing a price for the product. Assume that you are running a business and you are producing a product. Say for example, a pen. You are manufacturing a pen. Unexpectedly your production cost increased. So what you do automatically? You need to spend more money on the same product. If you spend more money on the same product, what happens? While fixing the price for the product, you are going to fix a higher price because you don't have any choice. Then obviously it increases the price of your product in the market, and obviously before buying the product in the market by the consumer or the customer, thinks once or twice whether to buy this product or not, because why? You fixed a high price. See, what is the reason here? Why you fixed the higher price for your product? That is the increased cost of production. Then whose mistake is this? Obviously, it is the mistake, or it's a collective mistake of all the departments in the organization, but major part rests with the operations department. Why? What is the reason? Here, everything is under the control of the operations management with concern to the production of goods and services, like money, materials, machines, and manpower. See here, the company has to utilize all those 4 M's in the most effective way in order to derive the required result. Why it's so? Because, as I told you earlier, the 4 M's of any business are this operations management. That is, money, materials, machines, and the manpower. These are the highly valued resources, and the effective utilization is also at most needed. So in case the operations department fails in the utilization of all these resources in an effective way, it results in the increased cost of production. So see, understand what kind of role played by the operations department in any business unit. In fact, some of the experts says that the success or failure of any business depends upon the intelligence of the operations department. Why? Because they are continuously involved in doing two things. The first thing is reducing the cost of production. Number two is the effective utilization of the available resources. If the firm is able to do these two things perfectly, then obviously that firm can soon become as a market leader. Here, I would like to tell you the definition of this operations management according to the William J. Stevenson. According to him, he defined it as a set of activities performed to manage the available resources in an efficient manner in order to convert the inputs into the desirable outputs. See, understand the essence of the definition, the basic idea of the definition. It gives you clearly the meaning of this operations department. See, as usually, this operations management consists of set of activities. What are those set of activities? Like majorly, the first is establishing the plant in the right place, and number two, procuring the materials in the right time. Number three, converting the inputs into desirable outputs without any defects. Understand this. And later, transporting those finished goods into the marketplace as early as possible. So, these are called set of activities. See, in order to manage these activities, the business has to understand. The thing is effective utilization of the available resources. Then what are those resources? As you know well, both man and non-human resources. And another important aspect of this operations department is conversion of the inputs into the desirable outputs. It is the basic intention of this operations department. They are present in any business to convert the inputs into the desirable outputs. See, what do you mean by desirable outputs? Desirable outputs means every business, every firm intended to produce certain goods and services. Those goods and services should match with the expectations with the reality. And here you can find the differences in the expectations and reality. We may expect many things, but in reality we may differ. That should not happen in the business firm, with the business unit. If it happens, then automatically your business is completely out of this competitive arena. Competition plays a very important role in any business. In order to achieve your required results, or you wanted to boost your profits, you need to be very careful in understanding all the basic essential things about this operations management. So in broad, this operations management deals with the planning of all the activities, that is production related activities. Number two, organizing. Planning means what? Thinking before doing, like understanding all the things. Then second thing is organizing. Organizing here, arranging the things. After knowing the requirements, immediately the operations manager has to arrange all the resources. It includes both human and non-human resources. And finally, controlling of the resources or the activities. Controlling means what? It is again a management function. Controlling means looking back. Looking back means here verifying, checking whether we are moving in the right direction. That is, whatever we have planned earlier. In such a way, cross-checking all the things. So these three are the important management functions which are included with the operations management. So all this collectively will give you an idea about what is this operations management and how a business is dependent on this department for its success and survival. In this subject, operations management, there are many specific terms which are frequently coined. Out of those, one is value addition. What is this value addition? In general sense, value addition means, like for example, if a business is earning, assume that there is one business unit which is earning 20 lakhs per annum. But in the second year, the business earned 21 lakhs. See here, what is the difference like between the first and second years? That is the 1 lakh. That 1 lakh proportion is generally it is linked with the value addition activities which are additionally done by the business unit. In order to understand in a clear way what is this value addition in this operations management, I'll tell you this value addition is broadly categorized under 4 constraints. The first constraint is that is alteration. What is this alteration? In the operation sense, alteration means transformation of the inputs into the desirable outputs. See, a business can't earn anything without converting the inputs into outputs, because the customer won't buy the raw materials as it is. The customer wants the completely finished and the required products according to their specifications. Again, every customer have their own specifications. The business has to meet all these specifications. Like the second constraint is transportation. As you know well, transportation means what? Like that is moving the inputs or outputs from one place to another place. Here, if you wanted to manufacture anything, you have to buy the raw materials, that is inputs, from the marketplace. Then after converting the raw materials into finished products, again you need to transport those finished goods from your business unit to the marketplace to sell. And third constraint is storage. Yes, obviously, storage plays a very important role in a manufacturing firm. Storage, after processing the goods and services, immediately they should be kept in a safety environment. What we call as a warehouse management. Godowns are another important aspect of this operations management, because they should be carefully constructed and maintained. The last constraint is inspection. Yes, obviously, inspection, you know well. What is inspection? Inspection means verifying, checking, or what you may call as a confirming. See, it is another important aspect of this operations manager. Every day, after the completion of every production session, the operations manager has to inspect the goods, whatever they produced by the business, in order to check, in order to understand whether the products are as per our expectations or not. And again, it is somewhat related to the quality control. It is again another big concept. So these 4 constraints plays a very important role in adding value to any business according to our operations management.